How you doing, guys? Niagara County here. We got the CF77 out today. I've got the 9-inch coil on, and what I'm going to do is do a dime test at 10 inches. Okay, which is really going to push it for this coil. Let me do a quick measurement here. As you can see, we're down in the hole, and we've got 10 inches. Pretty much perfect right there. Okay, and we are going to use, there it is, a US dime. It's not silver or anything, just a regular clad dime. So we're set down in the bottom of the hole, and let's get what dirt we got that we can scrape up. Let me quick go over this dirt for you and prove there's nothing in here. There is, right here, guys. I'm pretty sure I got a piece of iron. Just so you know, okay? Okay, scrape our dirt in. What we're set at right now is 7.5 sensitivity. 5.5 on the ground setting. 10 on iron audio and 10 on volume. And we are in general. Okay. It wants to. Alright. Let me put the sensitivity up to 9. This is going to make it a little erratic. Not too bad. Oh yeah. What you're hearing, that spitting and sputtering, is right here. And I'm going to put the iron audio off, and now you'll hear oh, we're in general 1, guys. I'm sorry, you're not going to hear the iron grunt. Let me switch over to mode 1. Okay, I'm going to put the iron audio on, and now you'll be able to hear that this little sound up here. So I got a piece of iron right here next to my hole. But I've got a target in there. I'm even getting it in mode 1. Now mode 1 is not as deep as general. Okay, keep that in mind. General is our all metal mode. It's a lot deeper. Well, I'm not going to say a lot deeper, but it is deeper, okay? So settings are up there. Let's back this off of here. I'm going to make it a little more erratic, but we should get a better signal. And remember, we're still in mode 1, okay? There's our iron grunt for that chunk of iron there. And there's our 10-inch dime. And honestly, look at, guys, we're off the ground a little bit. You don't get that over here. Wow. Okay, so it breaks up there. There's the iron. Okay guys, I'm going to remove that chunk of iron out of the ground right here, turn the camera back on, and I want to prove that that's not causing us to get that signal, okay? Be right back. Alright guys, I got it out. I never did find it. It's small, whatever it is, it's in here. Something in there. It's got to be a little piece of wire or something. Okay, so here's our target. Again, we're going to have our settings. Sensitivity up around 8.5. She's a little... Okay, so... Okay, it's less erratic. What I did was put the ground setting up to 6. I think we can put it up right on 6. But because I'm running sensitivity so high, it's still a tiny bit erratic, okay? Which that's not an issue for me. Remember, we're in mode 1, so it's not our deepest mode. We have tones in this mode. Oh, let me get you back off of macro. Sorry about that. Okay, let me go back to general. Okay, so more sensitivity, a little less ground setting. So what I'm finding is, if you're willing to run this thing a little erratic, which I am, keep your ground setting down a little low, your sensitivity up high, okay, and you're going to get some crazy depth on this thing. I mean, it's deep. But you got to be willing to listen to this chatter. You want to quiet it down, and you're going to pick a dime up at 9 inches with a 9-inch coil, no problem. But if you want to get 10 inches, 11 inches, possibly more, you're going to have to run it hot like this. You hear it? But listen. You can almost think of it as a threshold, running it like this. Okay? Because as you can see, we're going to detect along. We're not thinking we're getting false signals. So we're going to know when we do come to something. And look at how far we can get that off the ground. Okay? Doesn't do that everywhere. So, steady, consistent. Keep it right on the ground, you're really going to get it. Think of running this machine with that chattery background noise as a threshold. Okay, that's what I'm starting to do. Running it with that as a threshold. I'm going to go into mode 1 now. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drop this even more, the ground setting, okay? Drop it right down to 3. I'm going to make that my threshold sound. 9 sensitivity. Let's see if it still performs consistent enough to detect with. I'm gonna, we got that. We're going to hear it, no problem. We can get some distance off the ground and hear it. Okay, now this isn't necessarily the way to run this machine, guys. If you want to run it nice and quiet, you can. You want to get extreme depth. This is what I'm going to suggest to run it, because this is what's been working for me. And I can hunt like this. We're used to listening to a threshold anyways, most of us, and I'm used to listening to everything because I hunt in all metal. Always I have, with 2 tones, ferrous sounds, you know, because I was a mine lab hunter. And I listen to everything. I want to hear all the iron. I want to hear everything in the ground. My ears are the discriminator. With this, with it running hot like this, it's not falsing where I'm getting faked out. I know that's chatter. See how it cuts out the threshold? Okay, let me jump down to mode 2 and see how we do. All the way down. Same thing, we got it. Now this mode you actually, I'm not sure if you lose depth in, but what it does is make adjustments for mineralized ground for you. Nice mode to have. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of settings. So, jump into general 1, our deepest mode. We're running with our chatter. That's the way I like it. Leave it in the white for the white noise, I guess you could call it. Detector's not crazy unstable. So I'm going to know to pick that stuff up. As you can hear, and by the way, this machine performs flawless in the wet grass and the stubble. I know some people were complaining of problems with some of their other machines, and I had some questions about that. This machine runs pretty good and no problems. This grass is extremely wet, as you can see the moisture all over. It's dripping off actually. Okay, we're in general. I'm going to jump over mode 1. A little bit of a larger target. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm pretty sure that's possible piece of can shard. So you guys that are using the CF77, there's our iron. Give it a try running in this mode like this with the white noise in the background. You may be very happily surprised that it works extremely well. Picking up the shovel, guys. Okay, we're heading towards our dime. Let's see if you guys can tell when we pick it up. cuts all our white noise out. Breaks the threshold that we've created. That's 10 inches with a 9-inch coil, guys. CF77, that's how I've been running it. Give it a try, see what you think. I think it works pretty well, to be honest. I've got a lot more fiddling to do with it, and I'm going to let a buddy of mine test it out and see what he thinks, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned and see how we make out.